Hey, we're back to looking at the right hand in a fingerstyle method, sort of building a nice strong technique for the right hand that you can then in turn apply to all of your arpeggio patterns and fingerstyle techniques. So today, again, we're just focusing on the right hand. I'm not even going to do any chording with the left hand. Let's just worry about the right hand because there's lots to do with the right hand. The right hand in a fingerstyle technique is no less important than the left hand. There seems to be sort of a popular idea that, and on guitar, the left hand has to do all the work. But in a fingerstyle technique, actually, the right hand has to do at least as much work as the left hand. So here's another technique that you can practice with your right hand, and this is just alternating bass with the thumb and fingers. So it's a nice, easy technique, and you can use this at home. When you're playing, you can either just use your open strings and let them sustain like that, right? Or you can also mute if you want to do this for, like a half an hour while you're watching the tube or something. Not a bad idea. You can get a lot of work done in muscle memory area by just doing this. And before you know it, it'll start to improve your technique in the right hand. And so that's the pattern we're going to use again, which is just a basic 6/8 pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with a nice strong attack in the thumb, right? But now we're going to just move through the alternate basses. I, M, and A stay in their home position on the top 3 strings, and then that thumb moves, travels across our bass strings 4, 5, and 6. And so this exercise is like this. Get the idea, right? Now, you can take that simple exercise and make it even a little bit more challenging, and this really starts to bring this new motor skill into your thinking processes. What we want to do now is one finger at a time, just accent one finger at a time. So the thumb is already pretty loud. We're hearing that thumb louder than the other strings. So that thumb is tending to be accented anyway. But now let's move to accenting the index finger. So check the exercise out now. Listen carefully. You can hear how different that sounds with just that one accent. Do the same thing with your M finger. And if I'm alternating the strings. And so on. Right? Each of these exercises is important, and at first they'll be a little bit tricky. The next one, the A finger, the top finger. You get the idea, right? So that's a great technique and exercise for your right hand to warm you up to start moving into doing the same things with your right hand with some chords. What we try to do with the right hand is get that right hand happening automatically. It's just like a little motor that you turn on and it does its own thing. And then when you place chords in the left hand, see my right hand it just continues to do exactly the same thing. It just moves through that pattern, and then we make the chord changes with the left hand, and that's something we're going to be looking at very soon.